We all know the summer is going to be huge for Rangers as the club looks to change its fortunes on the pitch for next season. In today's video, we'll discuss what could happen after the latest reveal, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Rangers women coach Craig McPherson has learned his fate following his recent flashpoint with Celtic's head coach Fran Alonso. The former Morton and Falkirk players' hearing with the Scottish FA disciplinary panel happened earlier yesterday, and the Jazz member of staff has been banned for 6 games following a headbutt aimed at Alonso. The incident was caught by TV cameras following a 1-1 draw between Celtic and Rangers women teams last month. The SFA charged under disciplinary rule 77 reads, a recognised football body, club official, team official, other member or team staff, player, match official or other person under the jurisdiction of the Scottish FA shall at all times act in the best interest of the association football. Furthermore, such person or body should not act in any manner which is improper or use anyone or a combination of violent conduct, serious foul play, threatening, abusive, indecent or insulting words or behaviour. Police also have an investigation ongoing into the incident. McPherson had previously released an apology over the incident. He stated, "I would like to offer a full and unreserved apology for my actions at the end of Monday's derby at Broadwood. I know I've severely let myself, our team and the club down. I hold myself to the highest of standards and have never done anything like this before in a long coaching career, and I know I fell way short of that in my actions. This club is also built on incredibly high standards, and I also have already apologised to the board, the football staff and our fantastic group of players who I care about dearly. I would also like to apologise to the Rangers fans as I'm aware of what privilege it is to represent the football club in any capacity. And I am sorry that on this occasion that I did not uphold the standards of this club demands. I also understand how exciting a time it is for the women's game in Scotland, which I have come to care passionately about, and I apologise for any negativity my actions have brought in our attempts to grow our game. Finally, I'm also very grateful to Fran Alonso for accepting my apology and following a full lengthy conversation earlier in the week. I will also apologise to the Scottish FA at my hearing and will, of course, accept in full whatever punishment they deem appropriate. I simply want to apologise today, convey my massive regret and explain how out of character this moment has been for me." Just a quick one before we get back into the video guys, we've released our brand new merchandise. We've got our Graham Souness Tim Scalping t-shirts, along with our Michael Beale Stan Smith tees. Do shop the collection by going to rfcclothing.com or going down into the link in the description. Let's get back into today's video. Rangers will likely spend their latest £2 million cash injection on major upgrades to Ibrox facilities. That is the view of finance expert Kieran Maguire, who exclusively told Football Insider that the Rangers board are keen to improve the matchday product of Ibrox. Reports revealed last Tuesday Rangers had converted £1.93 million worth of loans into equity in their second share issue of the year. Parent Investment and Limited owner John Halstead acquired 4 million of the 7.7 million shares issued to take his stake in the club close to 5.5%. Rangers posted their accounts for the 2021-2022 campaign in November last year, revealing an operating profit of £5.9 million and a club record turnover of £86.8 million. Maguire explained why such a good conversion is good news for Rangers and explained that the board are keen to invest in Ibrox upgrades. He said Rangers have generated additional funds from a new share issue as well as converting some debt into shares. The additional cash raised will be used for capital expenditure projects such as major improvements to facilities at Ibrox. There has been little money spent on infrastructure at Ibrox in recent years, and this is an area the board are keen to address. They want to improve the quality of the matchday product for the match-going fans and corporate sponsors. The conversations of loans to equity is potentially good news, as some of the loans from lenders will have interest rates attached, and if converted into shares there is no obligation to pay dividends to those investors. Michael Beale concedes he lost a good ally in the shape of Ross Wilson. The Rangers manager admits he's disappointed to see the 39-year-old depart Ibrox. The sporting director 2 days ago moved to Premier League club Nottingham Forest to replace Felipe Gallardo in a senior football role at the City ground. The move brought an end to his 4-year spell in Glasgow with the Light Blues. He may have become under fire for large portions of the Rangers' support for his policy over recruiting players, However, Bill was sad to lose Wilson to Forest. He said, firstly, you're disappointed to lose a good person, someone I've worked with over the last 3.5 years over 2 spells at the club. Ross was hugely positive in a day-to-day work here at the club and brought a lot to the department altogether. His job was to oversee first-team football operations, recruitment, medical, the academy, the women's team, and bring all of that in line. We've seen some good success from that time he has been here. He was influential in me coming back, and he's a person that I probably spoke to the most out of anybody at Rangers and was between me and the board. I feel like I've lost a good ally. One thing I would say that is big strength of Ross is that he never micromanaged anybody. He allowed people to grow in their role and do it to their fullest. In the short term, there will be a void in terms of Ross leaving, but the heads of the department are ready to step into the role. A lot of planning for pre-season and recruitment for next season has already been done. I've been aware for the last couple of weeks. I'm disappointed for Rangers that Ross has moved on. On a personal level, I am happy for him and his family that he feels that this is a challenge he'd like to take. Having known Ross for as long as I have, I know this isn't the first opportunity to have come his way, so I feel this is the right thing for him to wish him well. We feel that we did a good job here, but now it's time to move forward strongly. As stated, Bill insists Rangers' recruitment plans for the summer transfer window is already tied up. The former QPR boss admitted that all the relevant plannings, meetings with regards to bringing in players ahead of next season had already happened prior to Wilson's move down south. Bill told Rangers TV, "In terms of recruitment and targets, Ross and I have already been working closely on that. We've got an extensive recruitment team and analysts that collect the data. Meetings have already been and had, and recruitment and pre-season has very much been finalised. Now it's about ticking 1 or 2 boxes in other areas. Maybe some players see their futures elsewhere. The main part of the recruitment process in terms of identifying players has already happened. Now it's about executing those deals." He added, "He doesn't play and score goals on the pitch, but he does give positivity around the environment. I will fill that void as manager and oversee some departments for the moment, strongly supported by Stuart Robertson and John Bennett and the board. We have a really experienced staff. Ross allowed people to flourish in their roles of head of departments, so the heads of departments naturally step up and then we'll see how we go. There is only a small portion of the season to go, and then we'll assess everything in the summer as any club would do in terms of their structure. Nothing changes massively in terms of team preparation. That's on me in terms of training and how we're going to play and approach each game. That's on me and my management team. We've trained well this week and it's work as normal in aspect. In terms of the game this weekend at home to St Mirren, Connor Goldson won't be back in time for the return to the starting 11. Providing a fitness update, the manager said, from last weekend, Connor won't return. He'll most likely be back for Aberdeen or certainly the semi-final at the end of the month. We've got 1 or 2 bumps and bruises and players that didn't train yesterday morning. There was a game on Tuesday against Chelsea reserves in which Scott Wright, Yanis Hadji, Leon King and Rabbi Matondo were able to play and do some valuable minutes. So we'll assess again and pick the squad for the weekend. Rangers fans, what are your thoughts on Ross Wilson's exit and how many players do you think the club need to sign come the summer transfer window? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we have released our brand new Rangers t-shirts. We've got the Graham Souness Tim Scalping ones along with our Michael Bill Stan Smith tees. They're now available on our website. Just go down to rfcclothing.com or go down into the link in the description. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.